cut off from the outside world due to a catastrophic landslide that has blocked all access roads. This extended isolation has prevented emergency vehicles from reaching our town. To provide assistance to our fellow residents in need, local authorities have issued a public call for volunteers.
Oh man, here we go. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to DrainSim. Now, this is a little different from what I usually play. This is like a draining simulator where we get to go around the city and basically drain the city because a giant flood has happened, as you can see. And like, there's like gutters and stuff you have to like get trash out of and like clean up and like let the water drain out through that. And you can use generators in this game. And there's just a whole bunch of different types of ways to actually drain the water itself. What really intrigued me with this game is like the actual like water physics. So pretty excited to see how this is going to go. All right, what do we need to do? Water level overall. We got street. Open the map. Let's do that. All right, so it looks like these white circles highlight the approximate locations of storm drains. Pick up the rake. So it looks like that's where we're going to have to drain the water itself, is those three circles right there. Let's go ahead and grab our rake. Search for the storm drain in this area. Let's do it. Do we have our rake? Yes, we do. We also have some nice boots on. All right, let's see what we can do here for our city. Clear the other storm drain. Clean the drain by pressing primary action button. There we are. Got some stuff right here. Some mud. Let's get this out of the way. Our stuff can drain. There we go. First one down. Find the next storm drain. I have one right here. Move this out of the way here. There we go. And this game is going to have like different levels as well. So it's not just going to be neighborhoods. Like you actually get to go into like the city and like sometimes stores that are like flooded. Basically just trying to be a hero and help everyone out in this game. All right, where's our other drain at? Let's see. We got one more still around here somewhere. Keep an eye out for it here. There's a manhole cover. I wish we could just take that off. Here we go. Move this debris out of the way. All right, there we go. Now that should be that. Now, it might take a little bit to actually drain because there's a whole bunch of water here, so we'll let that do its thing. Actually still have some debris here. Let's move that. Here we go. I think that should be... Oh, nope. Got more here. There we go. Okay. On the last storm drain. There we go. Alright, let's open our map. The red regions on the heat map define where the water needs to be removed. Go to the backyard. Was our backyard flooded as well? Everything got flooded in this storm. Backyard is flooded. We got like a little swimming pool back here now. Maybe we should keep it. Uh-oh. Whole basement's flooded. Oh, I don't know that's a good idea. We should turn that on, but we're going to anyways. Hopefully we don't get electrocuted. Repair. What can we repair that with? There we go. Got a wrench right here. Perfect. So conveniently placed. Let's repair it. How do we do this? Like that. Okay. That's cool. It's like actually how a wrench works in real life. Alright. Pick up the sight light. We got like a little light here. Cool. Go and put that up and give us some light so we can see what is happening. And then pick up the shovel, look at the shovel, and interact. Got a whole bunch of tools here. Really prepared for this. Alright, wants us to dig like a little ditch here. Clear a path for the water. Yeah, the water physics in this game are actually really neat. Really cool. My PC isn't like really sounding like it wants to explode either. I can actually like run this game and record at the same time, so that's cool. This game's pretty well optimized. There we go. I'd say it's a good path. Maybe make it a little bit wider so we can get a little bit more water going in there. There we go. That should probably be good. All right, pick up a bucket. Let's do it. And then what's us to scan the remaining water? Use the scan action to find the remaining water. Oh, okay, cool. That's actually pretty helpful. All right, let's go ahead. I think we can scoop up this water here. Let's scoop it up. Then we'll just dump it into our neighbor's yard. There you go, neighbor. Sorry about this. This is what you get for raking your leaves on my side of the lawn. Alright, pick up the pump. Where's the pump gonna be at? In our basement here. Let's grab that. Here we go. And then move to the basement entrance. Put it down here. Bring the hose outside. Alright. Okay, so we're just gonna pump the water out now. Say right there should probably be good. No, let's just put like right here. Okay. And then pick up the generator. Let's do that. Wants us to move it right over here. There we go. And then do we actually need to hook up to the pump? No, just activate the generator. Okay, and then pick up our power cable. Here we go. Go ahead and hook it up real quick. It's gonna need hooked up down here to our pump itself. And then we will have to do another one as well. And put that in there. Okay, no. We only needed that one line. Okay. Unclog the big drain again. Ah, man. Got more stuff in the drain. More debris. Let's get it out of there. Go clean it up. Got our trusty rake here. We're the only ones that care about the city, apparently. We're the only ones out here actually draining it. Only good Samaritan out here. There we go. Alright. Pick up the squeegee in the meantime, and let's clean up the remaining water on the street. Let's do it. Let's probably just end up pushing the rest of this in, I'm guessing. We can actually hit tab and it will tell us where this water's at. Looks like we still got a good bit around here. Oh, shit. Okay, the street should be good. Now, backyard and basement is what we have to worry about. Sure looks like we're, like, overfilling back here. We're just gonna end up flooding our neighbor's yard here. Hopefully he doesn't care. I'm sure he won't mind, as he's sitting inside in his nice, dry, and warm house. That's what he gets for not helping. That's a little bit better. I don't think our stuff's really getting in here. Pump's not really picking it up. The water level's like too low. I just love how that's like my way of actually solving this problem, is just flooding my neighbor's backyard. Alright, let's try to use our squeegee back here if we can. Alright, grab the water vacuum and use it to clear the rest of the basement water quicker. Now let's do it. I could probably just turn that off for now then. Go ahead and grab our vacuum here. There we go. And then... oh, okay. Let's go ahead and vacuum up the rest of this stuff here. Pick up all that water. There we go. Basement is done. Perfect. Alright, now we just gotta worry about our backyard. So, let's go ahead and just suck this up. There we go. Alright, sweet, we did it. Made 1,300 off that job. Great job. Very nice. So our garage is where we actually get missions.
A major suburban street has somehow been completely drained. No city crew, no paperwork.
It's all me.
Gone. Locals report seeing some guy wandering around with a plunger on his belt. Mysterious. Also, one garden in the area was discreetly drained into the neighbor's yard through a gap in a fence that, according to several chatty residents, was supposed to be fixed months ago. Coincidence? Spite? An elaborate passive-aggressive art piece?
Yep, it was all me. I drained the neighborhood. No need to thank me. You're welcome. You're all welcome. Alright, let's see what we got on the mission board here. Let's see what this has for us. We completed the tutorial, which is what we just did, that neighborhood map. So now we can actually move on to Midtown Market, which is probably going to be down in the city from what it looks like. So it's definitely going to be a bigger job for us, but we are not intimidated by bigger jobs. We like the bigger jobs. We want more of a challenge here. Now, it looks like this is going to be all of our stuff that we're going to have for our equipment selection. And I don't know if we already get this or we actually have to add this on our own. Looks like we might already have that. We can add some stuff here if we want. Like it looks like we have 8 pumps. I might actually add some stuff. Add a generator, some lights. And this is just everything I think we can fit in our pickup truck here. It says 71 out of 180. Got a good bit of room here. It looks like we just have the pickup for now as well. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and start this mission because it looks like this is all we can really add to our equipment. So we're just going to work with what we got here. Let's do it. All right, here we go. All right, back alley. It looks like that's where we're going to start out at. I might already had like a construction crew out here. Which these guys are probably the ones that... Well, no, it looks like they were actually trying to stop the flood. Doing like a little canal here. Doesn't look like it really did them any good though, considering the water is still all right here. I don't think they really made it like deep enough. Water's not even able to cut through that. Oh well, we'll fix it for them. We'll do it. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna pull out our map here. And, okay. So we got that whole entire section over there past this store that looks like it's completely flooded. And then we just gotta... I think we're gonna start with this little flood right here. We'll go ahead and get started on this and drain that into this little canal here. And that should be good. Go ahead and start with that. So for that, I will probably need my generator. I'm going to move this a little bit closer. I'm going to try to keep it somewhere dry, so I'm actually just going to leave it on the sidewalk. I'm going to need a cable. Plop this down over here. There we go. And of course, I'm going to need a pump. So we'll go ahead and put that right in the middle here. And we'll hook that up to our generator. Just like that. And then we're going to get our hose. We're going to hook our hose up to our pump. And then have that shoot out back towards here if we could do that. I don't know if we can actually. Doesn't look like it's going to let us. Oh no, this is the hose. Okay, I had it backwards. That is 100% my fault. Alright, we'll put that there. And then we'll get our cord. I had the wrong stuff. There we go. Okay, now we should get... We'll turn that on. And that will drain out the water like that. Then we might actually be able to move that line a little bit, which I might do that. Go ahead and pick this up. And then... see if I can't, like, put that a little closer to the edge. Now, it looks like that's probably going to be as good as it gets. Alright, that'll be fine. So we'll let that do its thing. And hopefully that drains. And we're going to go check out what we have going on back here. Yeah, this water isn't too deep. I mean, it's deep, but it's not like anything we can't fix. And this whole entire town is just completely flooded. So this is definitely going to take a little bit to do. It's like the cafe is probably actually going to be flooded as well. This whole sitting area. Yeah, this part's pretty deep. This is like almost right up to my waist. We might be able to get inside that cafe though. Looks like that's a red zone. Doesn't look like I can go back here. Alright, there should be some drains around here too. I need to go ahead and grab my rake. I'm gonna do that. How are we making out over here? Oh wow, it actually did a good bit. Sweet. If anything, I'll probably just end up grabbing my bucket for the rest of that. Turn this off for now though. And then I could probably just grab my bucket and do the rest of that. Let's go ahead and try that. It's only going to be able to get up a little bit. We'll probably just end up grabbing the squeegee and squeegee the rest of that out. And grab our squeegee and grab our rake here. There we go. And we'll take our squeegee and just push all that out. You might actually have to just end up vacuuming that out since it's like in a little, it's in a little like dip in the road there. Let's grab our vacuum. Yep. Vacuum up the rest of this here. All right, there we go. The back alley is good. Now we just have to worry about the main street. So we might have to get a pump for the cafe and push everything out. So I can hold a good bit of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my rake though and see if I can't move any debris out of the way. That way it can actually drain out and the water can move out. Only thing is we have to find out where this drain is. It should tell us on our map here. I believe it's the white circles. Should be one like right around here, I believe. Oh, here we go. Drain right here. There we go. I mean, luckily there's multiple of them, so they're making up for the work since there's multiple of these drains, I guess. Just move down the line here and keep moving the debris off of them. Now that we checked the cafe before we actually came down here and started working, didn't look like there was like a busted pipe anywhere, so I don't believe that we're going to have to worry about any of that. All this was just caused by the storm itself. We have an icon that says broken pipe. We don't have one anywhere on the map itself, so we should be good. Should be in the clear for that. I'm gonna say that is a good majority of the drains so far. Of course, we're not making too much progress because there is a lot of water. And if anything, I might be able to run my pump back here if I need to, because I don't know that the drains will do 100% of the work for us. I mean, they're definitely helping, but we're probably just going to need a little bit more of a push for this water. That's a good bit of the drains. I'm going to go ahead and do what I said. I'm going to try to take my pump and move it back here. Hopefully I can reach that canal all the way back there. We're going to try that. Let's go ahead. We're going to pick up our stuff here. We're going to move our pump back here. I'm not too sure, like I said, how far this pump can actually go back. Put that right there. And then, how long is that hose? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. The hose just isn't long enough. Gonna move some of this debris out of the drain. We still want to make sure our drains don't clog up too much. Keep an eye on them. I don't know how I'm going to do this part, because this part doesn't have a drain anywhere. I might have to use my pump for this part, which is probably what we're going to end up doing for that, because I'm not going to be able to get that out of the sitting area itself, since it's like a little deeper than the actual walking area up here. All right, let's check up on our store here. The store's still pretty flooded. This is another thing we're probably going to have to use the pump on in here, since we can't reach back in here with anything and drain it. There's no drain in here, I don't believe. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to run our pump back here and then probably vacuum up any remaining water. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to grab the pump. I'm going to put it in that restaurant. I might grab a light too, because it is starting to get a little dark here. Just grab a generator. I think we can carry multiple things at once. Oh no, we can. Sweet. Let's go ahead. Let's grab a light too. We're going to grab a light. I think we might be able to hold multiple. No, just one. Okay. I might go ahead and start on this sitting area first, and then eventually do our restaurant over here. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to put our generator down. If I can find where the generator is. There it is, right there. I'm going to put that down there, and then probably put the pump down as well. There we go. Put a pump in there. And then can run that towards a drain like that. And we are still going to need, I forgot to get a cable. I'm going to go grab that. Here's our cable right here. There we go. Okay, now we should be able to drain it. I remembered everything this time. Put that on there and put this over here. Like that. There we go. And I believe that's good. Start that up and then we're going to run this. We'll turn this on. There we go. And that's going to pump out all the water down here. And this is probably going to end up flooding this again, but we are going to try our best to move the water out of the way. So we're going to grab our squeegee if I can pull it out. There we go. And we're just going to push the water all towards that drain there. Oh shit. Oh no. Hold on. Wait. Need to make sure I'm not actually going to flood out my generator. That'd be the last thing I want to do here. Wait, how does that have power? It's not even hooked up to the generator. Does it not need to be hooked up to the generator? There we go. Let's pull out our squeegee. Just gonna try to push this all down the road here. It sucks that it's just gonna like somewhat flood it again, but as long as we can like try to control it. I mean, even then it's still gonna like push into a drain here. All this extra water coming out. Turn on our light. That should be all set. Gonna make sure our drain's clear for the water to pass through. Now the rest of this water down here, I'll probably be able to vacuum up, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, there we go. We still have the other sitting area. We have the cafe. And then, yeah, this sitting area over here. Okay. So we finished the center. We just still have this one. And then I think we still have this whole section right here we need to do. Which I could probably go ahead and start on this right here. Because it's just like this little drain here. Oh, that's the squeegee. We need our rake. Oh, I had it. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this. Yeah, we still have some debris I forgot to remove. There we go. That should be able to drain. So I think that should be good. Hopefully. Alright, all that's good. Let that drain. And we'll come back over here and I'm going to get started on this sitting area right here. This little centerpiece. I need to drain that still. And then I believe, let's check our map here. Yeah, we still got a good bit of water everywhere. And I think the last thing we'll probably end up working on is the cafe itself. Alright, let's move this pump out of here. I think I should be able to just turn it on and put it out towards like, I don't know, like the middle there. Looks like it works without it. Maybe not. I lied. Come here, generator. Where are you? Hopefully you're still dry. There you are. Let's take our generator here. It's starting to get dark, so we need to make sure we can still see what we're doing. Put my generator somewhere safe, like away from everything. And we're gonna pull out our cable. Gonna hook up our pump here. And that should be able to... Oh, let's turn that on and then we can turn that on. There we go, just like that. Uh-oh. Okay, the center's flooded again, but that's okay because this is all gonna drain out anyways. Your squeegee and try to control the water as best as we can. Push it all towards the drain. Drain all that water. All that nasty water. Everything go towards the drain here. Unclog that. It looks like it's getting pretty clogged up there. Unclog our drain. Hold on, wait. There you go. Okay. Looks like this centerpiece is still a little wet as well. Which I might try to vacuum some of that. Go ahead and do that. Just why not? Vacuum fuel. Oh, no, stop. Don't do that. Oh my god, I almost dumped all my water there. That would have been bad. Alright, let's go dump it over here. God, I almost flooded the whole city again. It probably would have sued me for, like, vandalism. I think did we already dump all of it then? It won't let me dump it here. I'm guessing it's already all dumped. This water back here I could probably suck up real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, our vacuum's full. Let's dump the water into the canal. There we go. It's not really in the canal. Damn it. I want to flood the street again. All right, let's just jump down in here and then dump it. All right, there we go. It's a little bit cleaner. Okay, let's go back to our center here. All right, how's this looking? How are we making out over here? Still draining. Looks like it's actually reaching past over here, so I need to take our squeegee and do a little bit of control here. Try to push this out. Just need to like leave it in the center as best as we can because we don't want it actually coming back to the stairs like how it is right now. And run on this other side here. Yeah, I heard the queue for it to actually being finished, but it looks like there's still a good bit of water in that. So we're gonna keep trying to control this as best as we can here. Alright, we're gonna take our vacuum and try to suck some of this up. Okay, vacuum's full, go ahead and dump it. I'm gonna see if I can just suck the rest of this up with my vacuum down here in the actual centerpiece. It looks pretty dry to me. I don't know about you guys, but I'd say that's dry. Let's try to see if we can suck up the rest of this water here. Then I think we might be good with the center. If anything, we might have a little bit of water like left over, like around the area, which we can just easily suck up. Other than that, though, I think it's good. All right, there we go. The center should be done. And now all we have left is the sitting area in the cafe, which this looks like it's flooded still. It's pretty deep. And it might just be the reflection of like a little bit of water itself. I don't know if that's actually like a, I don't know, let me check my map. No, it's not really flooded there. All right, where's this, the sitting area? Sitting area 1 would be right here. It's not too badly flooded, so if anything, we might be able to just like squeegee out the rest of this. So I might just do that. Let me pull out my little squeegee here and then try to push some of this water out. Push it towards the drain the water. And we got a little bit over here. There we go, like that. Pull out my little squeegee man here. And push the rest of these little puddles, which I don't know if it's really count as any. Well, yeah, I guess it is. I'm mounting a good bit of water here. Yeah, it doesn't look like the squeegee's actually like building up a good bit of water down here, so I think that is good. And then we got the rest of this here still. Turn our pump off for now. I don't think we need that on. All right, let's flood our vacuum. We're gonna suck up the rest of this here. Oh, we're full on water. Let's dump it. Dump all our water. Here we go. Oh, full on water. Just try to suck up the rest of these puddles around here. Looks like we're gonna have like a couple extra little puddles of the water we just recently sucked up. So I'm thinking we'll go ahead and do those, and then we should be good for the sitting area. So I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I can't clear the rest of this up. Full on water again. God damn it. So much water around here, dude. Whole place is flooded. We're slowly making progress. We're almost there. Just a little bit more. There's still a decent chunk of water down here. I'm gonna vacuum this up too. This might be the main cause of it. Alright, a good majority of that has been sucked up. Now I'd say we get started over here and vacuum out the rest of this. Here we go. Alright, sitting area is done. Nice job. All right, I'm going to dump this water, and then I think our last place we're going to have to do is the cafe. So all I'm thinking we really do with that is we throw our pump in there, throw our generator in there, and then after that pumps all of the water out, we'll take our vacuum, suck up the rest of the water, and then we should be in the clear. And then maybe we'll get a giant paycheck and a thank you and maybe a handshake from the mayor himself. He'll be all proud of us, and then we'll feel like we accomplished something with our lives. All right, here we go. Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Let's drain this cafe, get it back up and running. Make our city whole again. Now, I will put... Where should I put the generator? I think I want the water leak out here. So I'll go ahead. I'll put the generator right here for now. And then let's pull out our... Oh, nope. What are you doing? Stop doing that. Pull out our pump. Put that right there like that. And take our hose here. Try to put it out as much as possible, like right there maybe. And then let's go ahead and put our wire on the generator. Give us some power. Can't do nothing without some power. Put that up like that. Put that on there. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. We get our little pump started here. Just like so. I'm going to try to control this as best as I can. I'm going to push the water back out. Oh god, that's a lot of water. Oh god. Get out of here, water. Go that way. Go that way. I know, the whole place is flooded again. I don't know what you want me to do, though. I have no choice. I have nowhere else to put the water. What I should do, I should fill up my whole entire pickup truck with the water and then take it to my neighbor's yard. Maybe I should do just a little bit at a time. So like right now, I'm going to shut that off. And I'm gonna let all this water drain because I don't want to overfill the actual street because it's actually pushing towards the street, which is no good. We don't want that. That'll get us in trouble. We don't want anybody mad at us, so we want to be the hero in this story. We don't want to be the villain. Get out of here. Get out of here, water. Go to the drain. Go to the drain like a good little water. Be a good water, not a bad water. This is a lot of work for one guy. Surprised I haven't passed out by now. Like there's not some sort of like tired meter or something for my guy here. Gonna end up gassing out and drowning in this water, just face planting in the water. Someone's gonna find me like face first, just lying on the ground dead. Alright. Now that should be good. We drained a good bit of it right there. I think the drain's actually gonna go ahead and catch up here. Looks like it's already draining the rest of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the rest. I'm actually move our light as well. So it's a little bit better for us here. I don't know. Put it like maybe in here somewhere for us so we can actually see what the hell's happening. Alright, that works. Alright, let's get this pump started. Drain the rest of this out. Yeah, this is the strat right here. Whoa. What the hell? Okay, we just completely lost power. That can't be good. Alright. It's kind of weird. Don't know how that happened. Maybe like a tree fell on a power line. Who knows? Oh well. Don't really need power for what we're doing. I mean, we have our generator, so should be fine. Just weird. This whole entire town's like pitch black now. Alright, so it's a good majority of water. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the pump. And we're gonna just try to control this water, go ahead and drain it. It's actually turning day too, I think. It's like early morning. So that's good for us. We're gonna have a little bit of light here. It looks like the power in the actual restaurant came back on, maybe? Can't tell if those lights are on or that's just this damn light here is so fucking bright that it just lights up the whole entire place. Alright, we're just gonna try to suck the rest of this up with our little vacuum here. Right, let's go empty that. Here we go. Just like so. Let's see if we can't push the rest of this water in our drain. Get in there. Pesky water. Alright, we're gonna turn our pump back on and see if we can drain out the rest of this water. Let's do that. And now I could probably use my vacuum. I can find out where the hell it's at in my slots here. There we go. And I'm gonna see if I can suck up some of this water. Get all that water out of here. Nasty, nasty flood water. Yeah, this is going to be a good bit of water damage for whoever owns this place. Probably going to have to replace their entire floor and probably some of these booths as well from water damage. Oh, we're full on our vacuum here. Go ahead. You know what? I'll just dump it right here. Why not? Well, that's going to drain out anyways. That's probably as good as that pump's going to do for us. Dump out all the water here. This cafe is just about done. I don't know if we can actually get back here though, can we? I know we can. We can just vault over it. There we go. Got a whole pool back here. God damn. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to move the pump back there. I think the pump should be able to reach that. Put it in there like that. And then take our hose here. Oh no, see, that might be an issue. Maybe not. I could probably still somehow, I don't know. I could probably just, I'm not going to be able to run that all at once. I'm going to have to squeegee that water and try to work its way and do it like baby it and just like tap it on and off, on and off. Because if I leave it on this whole entire time, it's just going to flood this sidewalk and I can't have that. It's my generator's right here, so that's what I'm going to do. But first, let's go ahead and get rid of this water. I'm gonna use my rake here. We got a little bit of debris. There we go. Clear that up. All right, say a good bit of that is now cleared. Let's go ahead and turn on our pump and get this started. Where is my cable? There we go. Hook that up to our pump here. Turn our pump on. There we go. Okay, now see, like right there should be... Good. Please turn off. There we go. Right there should be good. We're gonna have to, like I said, push all that back in there because it's gonna flood the sidewalk. And that's no good. We don't want that. Make sure we control this here. Wish we had a longer hose. Might be able to just bucket the rest of that out. I don't even know if I should be using the pump because that hose that we have is just too short. So if anything, I might actually just try our little handy dandy bucket and see if that will work. Let's try it out. And a little bit of water there. That's not too much, but it's something. And dump all this right over the drain. Yep. Ah, shit. What the hell? You know, with the rest of that, I might be able to just vacuum it. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. See if we can just vacuum the rest of this water out. Because it looks like it's pretty low on the ground here. There we go. Everything's done. We did it. We did it. We saved our town. Great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. There we go, guys. $1,100. I can probably buy a good amount of equipment from that. Let's go see.
Downtown cleanup crews are scratching their heads today after waking up to find the entire Midtown Market area, previously one big urban swimming pool, completely drained. Still no official explanation, but guess who was spotted again? Yep, that same mystery figure, plunger on the belt, attitude unknown. Oh, and the beloved corner cafe? Also dry. Locals are thrilled, though the owner reportedly wants to thank whoever did it with at least 3 free croissants.
Oh, hell yeah.
So who is this guy? A rogue plumber? A wet-footed vigilante? Or someone who really missed espresso?
Alright, hell yeah, man. I better get down to that restaurant and get my croissants. Now, like I said, I know this was a little different from what I usually play, but I just wanted to try something new, and I thought it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun actually going around and draining the city and our neighborhood. We stayed both of those places, and we get to get some free food out of it as well, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I had a good time. I hope you guys did as well. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you guys would like to keep up to date with everything I have going on over here, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.